Good morning, I'm Kofe Mensah, and this is Chale News. It's August 19th, and we have a full plate. The minority leader is calling the Chief Justice a conspirator. Ghana has just outproduced the United States in gold. Yes, really. And Trump is threatening to bomb an ally, and your fuel prices are watching nervously. Let's get into it. Minority Leader Afenyo-Markin has come out swinging, calling Chief Justice Paul Bafobani the grand conspirator behind the removal of former Chief Justice Gertrude Torkornoo. He's gone further, promising the NPP will reinstate her if they return to power. The Chief Justice has not responded. This one keeps escalating. Meanwhile, on the AKSA bribery scandal, an NPP MP is questioning why the government handed this investigation to EOCO instead of the Office of the Special Prosecutor. His argument? The OSP exists specifically for cases involving politically exposed persons. And while AKSA debates which agency to use, a US court has already convicted a Ghanaian official over the same scandal. Let that sink in. The university administrative staff strike is not over. Education Minister Haruna Idrisu met Gawa on Sunday, promised to engage finance and fair wages, but the union hasn't blinked. They're consulting members and will revert within 48 hours. Watch this space. The Strait of Hormuz situation has taken a wild turn. Trump has threatened to bomb Oman, a US ally, after Iran signaled it was close to a deal with Muscat to reopen the strait. The Hormuz closure is already 6 months old. Ghana imports all its refined fuel, and Tor is still idle. Any escalation here hits Ghanaian consumers at the pump. Full breakdown on chale.news. Now some genuinely remarkable news. Ghana outproduced the United States in gold last year, for the first time ever. A record 5.94 million ounces in 2025 makes us the world's 6th largest producer. The complicated part? More than half of that output came from small-scale mining, including galamsey, a landmark number with a thorny footnote. Cocoa farmers are getting desperate. The Young Cocoa Farmers Association has petitioned President Mahama, directly warning that the 2026-2027 season is approaching, with no producer price, no opening date, and no word on promised reforms. Last season, some farmers couldn't pay school fees. Government has not responded. Ghana's banks posted a record 23 billion GH5 in pre-tax profit in 2025, a 40% jump. Sounds great, except that money came almost entirely from government securities and forex gains, not from lending to businesses. The Bank of Ghana has already flagged a $4.8 billion SME credit gap. The banks are thriving. The economy's engine isn't being fueled. 68 years after Ghana and Russia established formal relations, the two countries have signed their first ever visa waiver deal. FM Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa sealed it during his Moscow visit. For now, it covers diplomatic and service passport holders, with talks ongoing to extend it further. A customs officer and 2 freight forwarders are before the Accra High Court after 320 kilograms of methamphetamine valued at $208 million was found hidden in coconut charcoal at Tema Port, bound for Sydney. 2 suspects, including the alleged financier, are still at large. More than 2,000 people gathered at Trafalgar Square to mourn Jason Arday, Cambridge's youngest ever black professor of Ghanaian descent. His family's first public statement was devastating. They said the public cruelty he endured in the media was too much for any man to bear. Labour MPs and Cambridge's Chancellor were among those who condemned the coverage. A painful tribute. Full story on chale.news. Days after a Ghanaian woman's trafficking ordeal in Iraq went viral, the Youth Employment Agency has launched a safe migration campaign in Odumas Krobo. Young Ghanaians aged 18 to 45 can access government-facilitated overseas jobs. About 600 people have already been placed. The timing is deliberate and necessary. Quick warning. Scammers have created close to 100 fake Google Maps listings for KFC alone. Across 17 Ghanaian food brands, including Papaya and Pizzaman, researchers found nearly 1,000 suspicious phone numbers. Before you call a restaurant number from Google, verify it on the brand's official website or socials first. FIFA sacked its own chief operating officer, Kevin Lamour, on the same day he publicly accused the organization of deceiving staff over Infantino's plan to sell part of the World Cup to private investors. The GFA and African associations will have a vote at the March 2027 Congress. This governance crisis is heading somewhere, and Africa has a seat at the table. Malawi had never played at WAFCON before this year. Then sisters Tabitha and Temwa Chawinga, playing club football in China and the US, led the Scorchers to the final, knocking out defending champions Nigeria 3-2. Malawi also earned its first ever Women's World Cup qualification. One of the best stories on the continent this year, full stop. And mark your calendars, the Black Star International Film Festival returns to Kumasi, September 24th to 27th at Golden Eagle Cinemas. This year's themes include AI and African storytelling, mental health for creatives, and local language cinema. Tickets and guests to be announced. That's your August 19th digest. A lot happening, and we're tracking all of it. Head to chale.news for the full reporting, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.